Bowling, baby. We got Dreamer, baby. Bowling's, you know, kind of sitting on the floorboard there. We got Sun Bear, baby. We got Dragon T, baby. Risen. Nobody cares about her. This doesn't get a baby. Baby! Yes! I love you! Baby! Yes! Baby! Yes! I love you! Baby! Yes!
DeFi Kingdoms, baby. DeFi Kingdoms for beginners. Do you not know anything about crypto? I got you. DeFi, decentralized finance. You got kids, you got a wife. DeFi Kingdoms, billions of dollars with Hero. Yes, baby, why? Amazing. GQI, he does. Yes. Even though there's no right or wrong way. Wonder where I'm at? Yes. Once upon a time, in the not too distant past. Baby. Yes.
Baby! Yes! I love you! Baby! Yes! Baby! Yes! Baby! Yes!
I can't hear that. It's gonna say
Ogre, let's go, baby. Ogre, how are you doing? Said he's got a big announcement today. What's going on with Ogre? How about that AMA? How are you doing? You there? Ogre, can you hear me? Ogre, can you hear me? Ogre, my man. Audio? No? Ogre.
Go now I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry, new device. Who dis? I figured I'd try the gaming laptop, which was a little slightly different perspective instead of the tablet, see if it worked a little better. But swapping over the Bluetooth device did not automatically take as well as technology would imply it's supposed to, right?
There you go. Yep. Hey, you said you got a big announcement today. You also said, or I also said, awesome AMA today. What do you think? Did you get a chance to listen to that AMA?
Hell yeah, dude. I was there for it. It was friggin' great, dude. I love the fact that they've got reroll done and we're moving on to pets and level 10 quests. That just opens the door for everything else, baby.
I know. So how quick do you think the pets will come now? What do you think? Week? 2 weeks?
No, I mean, it's development, man. This is software. I want it tomorrow. I want it to happen right now. But let's be real. Like, it's not going to happen that quickly for us. There's dev time, and there's only so much they can build at once. They're doing it. They're getting there. We just got to be patient.
Yep. I love it. Okay. What and is this done? Did they actually complete this? Because I know they said they're starting on the upgrade or whatever right after the AMA. Is that? Do you know?
I think it might be. I'm not sure. That's something we got to look into. I didn't have a chance to look. I've been a little sidetracked this week.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to jump in there and find out.
I want it now. I want it now. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's about to pop a blood vessel in his neck. Yo, what's going on? I want it all, and I want it now. But
you got Crazy Basement Life in the house who's on the show this week. I love it. I love that guy. Got tons of good feedback about my interview with him. He's putting out some good quality videos. I love it. probably get him back on at some point. Okay, so you got a
question for you. Before we even get to that, let's talk some more DFK. Like
let's go.
The reroll. What exactly do you think it means? Like, I know there's going to be some big reroll, but does that mean we're only going to have the base ones, or like, could it possibly be that someone that has a reroll ends up with like a mythic gene still, or transcendent or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, provably fair. If they do, they do. Everyone should have a shot at it, right?
Well, I don't think there's going to be anything like that. So for the Gen Zeros, you mean the top 20 Gen Zeros?
Well, not just them, right? Because it's a whole lineage of affected heroes that have been summoned from those. Some of which have like transcendent genes and stuff.
Okay, so that's an interesting thought, because we know for the stats unknown 1 and 2, the stats unknown are being re-rolled, or have they already been re-rolled? Maybe. Let's just take a look. Let me take a quick look. Someone announced, someone had a good Twitter post on it. I was looking for it. Okay, but if I come back.
Either way.
DFK. Okay. I won. I lost. I won. I won. I lost. I won. I've been killing it on these duels, getting all these stamina potions and stuff. Okay. So when I look at the back of the card on the heroes, okay, I don't see anything's changed yet. So I think it's like throughout the day today, these rerolls are happening, and we can't summon right now. I don't think we can't dark summon. We can't transfer a hero. Let me see if I can bridge a hero.
Still going.
Yes. So I knew it was going to, features.
So they're still in the middle of it.
Okay. So they're also re-rolling the original Gen Zeros 1 through 19.
Right. That's part of the Gen Zero reroll. Or the part of the affected genes reroll. They're the root of the affected genes. So they have to reroll. And then any hero that was summoned from those pair has to be rerolled.
Yes. And then on Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms. Okay. When we come here, you can see, and I'm guessing it'll probably be at some point, it'll be like a part of our, it'll be on the back of the hero card. But right now, you hero data, okay, which is a free site to all. You type in your hero number.
Yep.
Okay. And hit view. When you scroll down, okay, we have at the very bottom these stats unknown. Can you guys see that? Okay. So these are going to become crafting genes. So crafting, they talked a lot about today in the AMA.
There's going to be new emissions, so whole new tokens out there that are going to be emitted. So, I mean, those that are wondering, okay, what happens after like the 2 years and all of the crystal and jade is gone? Well, whole new set of tokens could be emitted now. They could just start all over and use like stone and wood or something like that, right? On the decks to incentivize people in the decks.
That's interesting.
Or there might be a whole new set of quests. It might be that level 10 quests, they're not going fishing into the pond of the mine. They're going like under the ground in a deep mine, like a big old mine or something like that, or doing like a rock quarry, like an open quarry. And then the foragers aren't going looking for berries and bushes anymore. They're chopping down trees. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which is, so they did. They talked about they're trying to limit the number of new tokens launching, but there are going to be a few new tokens on the new questing somewhere that's coming. But I know he said multiple times that his main focus is getting use case for all of the current tokens that are emitted when we go questing. Okay, but he's going to have to add a few more. Once crafting goes live, look out, because all the utility that we're going to have for our in-game items are just going to keep going crazy. I'm pumped.
Now you got me over here looking. I'm all looking away from the stream, trying to find like a hero with my genes, because I'm curious now how many I have. Isn't there an attribute or something you can search for?
Well, there also
tainted genes.
Yes, if you have tainted genes, if you're in the tree from an original Gen Zero, this number 1 through 19, it's possible that one of your heroes could have a tainted gene. When you look on the back of the card, if it is a tainted gene, okay, when you look at the back, it's going to show up in
Near the
red.
front.
It'll show up in red. And my understanding is only the tainted genes will be re-rolled. So, you know, these are they're all basic abilities. Okay.
That part's correct, but it's dead center. It's in the top right hand corner where PJ is.
Yep, that's there too. Yep.
It's like a big red gem or something like that,
right.
And squiggly lines.
Yeah,
so it's super obvious from the front of the card if you've got one.
Right, and what's cool though about that is only the tainted genes will be re-rolled. So, for example, I've got a Dragoon with an elite ability, okay, and I didn't know, you know, I don't know from when. Maybe I bought it. I don't know from however long, okay, and the elite ability is good. The tainted, even though it's got that flag on the card where the Perilous Journey logo is, okay, when you click on the recessive genes, it's got a recessive R3 like in red. And it's only the red genes that will be re-rolled.
Yep.
So that's good news. Okay. So
yeah, so if you got like 4 transcendent skills and only one of them's red, you're not losing the other 3. It's just the one that's getting changed.
Yes. Okay. So there will always be heroes that will need, however, checks will be in place so that no unrelated heroes can summon anymore. Okay. Interesting.
Well, they can summon. I mean, at some point you just start burning them, right? Or did I misunderstand that?
Well, I don't think right now at the moment we can summon. Isn't that what he's talking about?
At the second. I don't think he's talking about right this second, though, right?
Yeah. Features temporarily disabled because of contract upgrades. So we can't summon or dark summon because the biggest update today is the crafting genes that are coming on the heroes.
That's rough. That's going to be a headache right there. That what you just pulled up. If people have stuff in the tavern and they're not paying attention, they're going to have to deal with that and not roll for the next few weeks.
Oh, I think this is just for today. At some point today, it's going to get launched. So it's being done right now. I think it's just like a couple of few hours is what he said.
Read the message that Sergeant Pills McNasty that you just clicked on the thing. If you have not pulled your heroes from the tavern, you need to do that now. Otherwise, your genes will not be re-rolled.
Oh, really?
And they're going to have to, it's not like they can just not re-roll them. They have to re-roll them before they're going to be able to use them in PvP or something like that. Like there's going to have to be some checks and balances. So now if somebody's not paying attention and they had their heroes up for sale, they're SOL.
Oh, really? You mean
I'm sure
like only if you have a hero with a tainted gene that needs to be re-rolled and you want to use him in PvP, right? That's what you mean?
Well, no. If your hero has a tainted gene, it needs to be re-rolled. At some point, they're going to force that through checks and balances, being like, okay, well, if it's not re-rolled, you can't come into PvP or you can't participate in this sort of like PvE. So, I mean, if they didn't get re-rolled now, those people that did not pull them from the tavern and are not getting re-rolled, they're going to have to deal with that headache later, is what I'm saying. Yes. They're going to have to go to the team and open a ticket and be like, I got these 8 heroes that I had for sale. I'm sorry, I missed it. Can you please re-roll them? And then the team also has to consume their time dealing with that as well. That's all I was saying, just noticing that's
one
little blurb is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a headache if you want to use that hero for PvP. Yeah. Okay. No unrerolled tainted heroes will be able to summon at all. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know exactly how. That's one check and balance they're going to put in there, obviously.
Okay. Today, at one point, there was talks about possible atonement crystals being rewarded as compensation for those that were affected. Do you know if that got into play? I didn't hear anything. That's a good question, though, because I think if you had like a transcendent ability from that was tainted, you're going to get rewarded potentially.
There was talk about that.
Okay.
Ouch. Missed that one.
Yeah, it didn't come up in the AMA. Check DM. Okay.
Like that's their stuff though. Like I paid like a boatload to summon with those damn heroes between 1 and 19 so that I could get those genes that then later became tainted. I'm kind of disappointed in that. But it's all good. I'm probably like one of the only ones affected, so no harm, no foul. I'm fine. I will be okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have a hero in the tavern for sale, get it out of there. How about for rent?
That would be in the tavern. I would say that also, because those are probably smart contracts, which is why they can't re-roll them. It has to be back in your base address or something. Like they probably have like, not necessarily that they're in a smart contract, but the card itself probably has like a lock on it for something like that, to where it can't. I don't know. I mean, there's obviously some reason.
Okay.
Interaction there between what they're trying to do with the card and it being attached to the tavern somehow.
I think I've got one up for rent.
You should probably get that off.
Let's see. Unless it just got kicked. Okay, cancel hiring. There it is.
Nice.
All right. Get that out of there.
You got me wondering. I typically don't rent mine, so I don't think
Yeah.
No, I want to check.
Okay, so I canceled that. We're good. I should have checked to see if I get that message. Sergeant just sent me a message. Okay, they gave you notification when opening the game today. I had 3 tainted for sale. I didn't get a notification. Maybe that's a good sign. Okay.
So, in reality, if it doesn't have tainted genes, you don't have to get it out of there.
Well, but if you want the genes to be re-rolled for the crafting too, right?
Ooh, good point.
You're going to need that. Yeah, because it'll also affect the crafting. Ooh.
Yep, that would make sense.
Crafting, summoning, and PvP is what's affected if you miss that. Okay, nice. Okay. I don't know about for rent, but I just took mine out. Hopefully I'm good now. Let's hope and pray, boys and girls. All right. So how about, so it was funny. Frisky was like, got a little R&R, maybe in LA, little R&R.
Right. At the conference. Maybe. That one, and then maybe the Korea blockchain were the two they were willing to say. That would be cool if they would be like more forthcoming with that so that we could actually plan. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that I can make it to all of them this year, but I'm sure there are people that, like, if they knew it was going to be in LA and they live in Vegas or San Francisco or something like that, they would come down to it if they had a month's notice or 2 months notice, something like that, so they could plan appropriately.
Yeah. Well, and what I'm referring to is the TV show Next Crypto Gem that just shot in LA.
Yes. I thought you were talking about LA because they said that's the next one they were going to, isn't it?
What's that? Oh, yeah. And they talked about going to Avalanche, Barcelona. Is that what you're?
Oh, yeah. That too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Next Crypto Gem, bro. That's going to be amazing.
Oh,
I'm very excited about that.
So, and Jet did an AMA today with ChainID and Altfather, who are coming on the channel this weekend. Those same guys.
Who are they?
They are just one of a kind. Absolutely one of a kind. He's just nuts. We are going to be like, it's going to be a show.
What projects do they follow?
He's tight. So I had this week also on Monday, the Gem Hunters guy, Bit Shaman. Okay. Who they've got 75,000 Twitter followers. He came on the channel and yes. So be sure to watch that, guys. If you guys haven't, love and support on that. Well, I'm going to be, so Crypto Kong is helping me clip some videos. Crypto Kong's just helping me with the channel, with my scheduling. He's going to start doing a little video editing, so he's going to help me with.
What we started doing with Diamond Hands there. Pick up what I picked up. I mean, he kind of, great dude. Not trying to say anything.
Yeah. Diamond Hands made some awesome
there, and like just get like, bro, you talk for hours a day, and there's so much awesome content. If you could get somebody to pull like a highlight reel out of just what the fuck Grady said today, like it's like 20 minutes long, bro, you could have one. You could probably have 2 or 3 every single day, and just have somebody like dropping those on the regular every 6-hour intervals or something like that throughout the day.
Yes, I mean, I'll tell you, that would be Awesome. I could see someday Crypto Kong being full time, and we just both go full time, hardcore, all in YouTube, and he's like my TJ. You know,
Right.
BitBoy has this TJ guy.
Did you just refer to yourself as BitBoy?
What's that?
Did you just refer to yourself as BitBoy?
No.
Hey, baby, someday. I mean, cycles come and go. Eventually, he's going to get tired of being on the tube all the time. He's going to be more busy in Washington. Who knows? He might even run for office, and somebody's going to have to step up and fill his shoes. Why couldn't it be you?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? We'll see about that. I don't know about that, but
I'm pretty sure he started out in a similar way.
Yeah, BitBoy has like a TJ who's always keeping him straight on the videos. So I could see Kong being that, but also he's setting my schedule. Yeah, doing some video editing. Just like I got him to where he can access my StreamYard and see what the hell's going on. Because again, before the stream, I looked everywhere to see where I can allow somebody to add their stream. This stream could be also broadcasting live on your YouTube channel if you have one. We could start doing that, but I don't know why I don't have that option.
We could and we should and we will. That'll come with the announcement whenever we get there.
Right. And then also like things like, you know, we have our little tag on our name, Crypto Grady and Ogre. It's not showing up right now. Do I have to uncheck that? Okay.
There we go. Now it is.
We should have a second option to add another little tag underneath that, but it's like I have an outdated version or something. I don't get it. And there's no update. There's no.
There isn't one, huh? Maybe it's like a higher tier or something like that. Like that's the pro version, and you have like the home version or something.
I think I'm on as high of a tier. I mean, there's one more tier higher. That's all. That's like really expensive. I mean,
speaking of which, you got to pipe the music from the intro into the guest speakers. I was sitting there like dancing in the air to the music on the YouTube, which is 10 seconds behind whatever it was playing. So I was hoping it was in rhythm.
It was. That's actually embedded. I have anything audio. I have to embed in. I have to bring it in and download it, and upload it, so you guys can actually hear it like it's playing through YouTube, not through a speaker. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. Huh. So all these kinds of things. Yeah. Great. Confirmed. Yes. All right. Let's go. Okay. So also they talked about partnerships, it sounds like. So I'm wondering if Dreamer was out there in LA making some connections. What do you think? Oh, and he was even talking about raising money, like seed funding money and partners to come in and partner. They were talking about good onboarding tools, like Web 2 to Web 3 onboarding tools to make it easier for people outside the game to come in. Yes, seed investors. He mentioned that today.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Definitely looking to get some stuff done. I mean, but it's a bad time for that, right? We're in the bottom of the bear market, but he's wondering if the bull market's coming. They're kind of going a little more risk on, but also because there's so few and they're just kind of barely getting in there, they're not looking for that old thing in the corner from a year and a half ago. They're looking for that shiny new turd that somebody's selling really well that doesn't actually exist, right? So yeah, it's a hard time for them to raise money. I mean, that's just the way it is. It'll get better in next 6 months or a year as we get closer to having and beyond.
Well, I mean, if we're on this TV show, we get a bunch of exposure. The thing we're going to have, if we're on that show, we're full exposure to George's audience, BitBoy's audience, and all those other big influencers.
178 different platforms it was going to be streaming on globally too.
Yeah,
I think that they huge. That is huge.
Okay, brand.
And actually, talking about partnerships, that might be a good time for my announcement because that's something I'm trying to work with what I'm doing.
Yeah, let's go.
I actually, it's not Facebook official yet. I don't know if and when they're going to announce it, but I'm now working with the Mind Games game.
Oh, you really are? You're working with the team?
Yeah.
No way. Tell me more. Did Flu? Because Flu is too, right?
Yeah. He actually brought me in. That's how I got the connect. I started talking to him. And yeah. So I can actually, the beautiful part is it's very similar to DeFi Kingdoms in many ways. So it won't be hard for our community to understand that game as well. And along with potential partnerships, you also have distractions, right? Mm-hmm. If all we're focused on is DeFi Kingdoms and it's our sole investment and we're just waiting and hoping and praying, you got to wait 2 months, 3 months for the next major update. And it gets really frustrating. But if you're in like 3 or 4 or 5 games, something's always popping off, keeping you distracted, stopping you from draining that investment and getting all the way out of it because it's the only one you're in and it's not fun right now, and moving it over to something else, right? So you get into a few different ones at small levels. I'm not saying go ape into this project. It's new, it's different. I can actually share my screen if you want, but yeah, that works too.
Hey, I've got some Genesis or Gen Zeros here, baby.
Yeah, they actually, have you been paying attention? Wait, those are your Gen Zeros?
No, right, or my inventory here. Okay, I've got 2 Savants. I got it mint.
We need to talk, bro. You got some good cards.
Yeah, and then
how did you get these? How did you find out about this before I did?
I had heard about it from Bartertown, from a bunch of people, from Drake on Digital was talking about it as like a speculative play, and I've been in these pools, these farms. The token's way down. I didn't put money in, but
it dumped. It did the traditional DEX. Mm-hmm. All the investors goes in the first week, and then after the second or third week, they all dump. Mm-hmm. So we're after that cliff, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So it might not be a horrible time to get in if you're not in already. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Grady, those are dope because there's going to be breeding, and they were talking about the breeding is going to be even like more complex potentially than DeFi Kingdoms, and they've got some new stuff going on with the way their cards are going to work. And they I'm already playing PvP right now. I can show you if you want.
Yeah. Share the screen. Do it.
My gosh, it's so friggin' it's fun. Like I've been addicted. This is what I've been doing all week. I have not stopped playing. I've been awake all day, like waiting for challengers coming because it's beta. So there's only like a pool of like 20 or 30 people out there playing this right now.
Yeah, and I've already talked to somebody from the game. They want to come on the channel and talk about it. I've talked to them a couple times.
But yeah, we'll get more people on we'll definitely bring some more people on.
Hey, the coin's kind of pumped up. It's up today. It was down to almost $1. Now it's $1.50.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So you're playing the game. I know the game's actually live. And you told me I could if I wanted to. I just haven't had time to mess with it at all.
And by the way, we can officially screen share. Got that word today because I asked them. We weren't allowed to screen share this phase. They wanted to wait till the next phase after it went live because they're still, like I said, they're calling it beta testing, but it's more bug testing, really. The community is even more involved. I think it's really cool.
Wow.
But yeah, so they didn't want it being shared initially, but I told them I was coming on this show, and they know of you. And they're like, "Oh, you're going to be on there and you want to share it? Yeah, that's cool. We will everybody can share it now. You can share it there." So to anybody watching, just caveat, if a bug happens, like they're working on them, there's a whole bug log that all the people doing the beta testing are participating in. And they're rolling through these bugs and updating them almost daily, trying to fix stuff. So you come in and you can either have 3v3 or ranked, which is 5v5. And then you have all of your cards. Each of these cards has 3 different spells: an attack spell, a defense spell, and a passive spell. And then it has 3 different ratings. I think this is temporal, frontal, and doggone it. Of course, I'm brain farting right now. No, Peter, I don't. But if you jump in, get with me after this, or DM me on Discord, or just jump in their Discord and DM me. They just open it back up so we can add a few more people. That way, if some of y'all didn't know about the fact we could beta test, we could get you in there, or some of you end up jumping in over the next few days, let me know, and we'll be sure to get you in there beta testing.
Yeah, go holler on Discord and they'll get you in.
But yeah, so that's the basics of the cards, and the whole point is to get 5 cards or 3 cards that work together to murk the other team before they murk you. The top left-hand corner here, you see your IQ, that's your health, and then your SRT which is your speed. Speed is golf rules. Lower the better. Lowest goes first. Okay.
Okay.
So you got to pick your team. I'm just gonna pick a few dudes here. And this goes deep. Like if you end up jumping into this, come talk to me, and we can talk about the strategies, and I'll help you find some good cards and make sure that you pick 5 that kind of work well together. Because you can pick 5 cards off the floor, and that's another way to go in. Be like, you know what? I can't afford 5 that are going to work well together, but I can get the 5 floor cards. That works also because they're going to have breeding. So then you could start creating some cooler cards and building a deck that way without having to invest a bunch more money. I mean, breeding won't be free, of course, but it'll be built in there somehow. All right.
Okay, so you found a match. And is that against someone who actually was in there? How long does it take to match make usually?
Oh, shit. This dude's boss. He's about to clown the hell out of me. Yo, I'm going to get beat badly here.
Okay.
It'll be fun. So these are the skills, right? This guy right here, that's his attack. If I put him in the defense position, it automatically uses his defense skill, right?
Okay.
And then these are those passive skills, the green ones, that third skill a card has. You get to use 1 each turn, up to 1 each turn, and then you select which one. You can only use 1. I'm going to use this one, which is going to pop them both out. Because with this deck that I've built, there's a strategy where I make them come out, and then they do what's called hiding. And when they're hidden, this guy right here has a skill that gives them +10 to their main stat. So over the course of rounds, it moves them up tougher and tougher. Assuming he doesn't.
Did you just get jacked?
No, I jacked him.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't attack me, and he's about to attack me. So he just hit me for 56.
Okay.
And so this is your nucleus out here. Your circuit consists of all 5 of your cards. So anything still here and still there. And you'll see that some cards will say that they hit everyone in your nucleus. Which card did I just use? This one?
Yeah.
Like this right here. It says to the enemy circuit, deal 124 damage to the enemy circuit. So since he has 5 cards, that's going to do 124 damage divided by 5.
Okay.
To all of his cards. And this is that one that I said gives +10 to the main stat of everybody that was hidden last turn. Or got hidden after last turn. You'll see their stats go up and turn green when this triggers.
Yeah.
There we go. For a minute there, I thought my computer spelled out. I was like, wait, what? Nacho Libre.
Interesting.
Right, so each turn you can pick characters and put them out there, like you do passive, and they fight. So there's some tactics and strategy involved. Like you want to make sure that you can hit them differently. Like when it comes down to it at the very end, he might only have 1 card left, and if he puts it in the defender position, and the card can only attack the attacker, it's like a stalemate. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So like, there's a lot of tactical strategies in like which cards you pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we able to summon and quest yet? Do they have questing and summoning also?
Nope. They started with the game.
Okay.
They started with the game. Questing is next so that we can acquire the resources needed to summon, and then summoning will be after that. I don't have a time scale yet. Like I just brought in yesterday for the team, so I don't have all the answers yet, but I'm working on getting them. Believe you me. I'm sitting here looking at that screen like you guys can see me over there. Sorry.
Interesting, man. Wow.
Well, yeah.
So you're on the, oh, here, I'll hide that. Hang on.
Oh, shoot, I need to pick new cards now. I want him. No, I don't. Yeah.
Wow. Dude. So, okay. And so you're officially on the team.
Yes. Yep, I'm officially part of their team. I'm primarily working with the community. I'm going to be doing, like, organizing. I'm basically going to be their bowling, if that makes sense.
Wow. So, that gives more legitimacy. You and Flu being on the team. Yeah, this is on Arbitrum blockchain.
Truth.
Arbitrum. Yeah. So you feel like this is real deal. You feel like the team is good because the team isn't doxed, right? And Flu hit on that. He came on the channel and hit on that. But you feel good about the team and the project?
They definitely seem like it from, I mean, it's not like I've gone there and met them and shaken their hands. I've been on video chat with more than one of them. I've been on phone calls with 3 of them already. And this is just in the past 2 days. On top of that, like from what they've said, they've worked, one of them was a developer at Consensus.
Okay.
Another one worked on MetaMask, and his wife was also involved somehow. Like, these aren't just random nobodies that aren't in the space. They've been around for a minute.
Okay.
Does it have promise? I would not have taken a job with it if I didn't think it had promise. Like, if I would have taken a job with any gold company, I'd have had a job 6 months ago, and I wouldn't have been draining all this freaking money out of DeFi Kingdoms for all these months. Like, I've been looking for a job, but I'm not going to take any one. It's got to be a project I believe in. So the simple fact that I took the job means that I feel like it has promise. Will it win? I don't know. I'm going to do my best to help it.
Yeah. And you're working with Flu. So when
I talked on Brain, like, he's definitely over there. I don't want to make it sound like he's 100% all there because I haven't seen him since Brain launched, but they've had a rough launch, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm sure he'll be back. He's definitely invested with them and working with them, to my understanding.
Yep. And I saw him, make that announcement on Twitter, and I was like, whoa. So we talked about it. Okay. So he feels good about it. Bartertown feels good about it, so I kind of hung in there. I'm just kind of staying in there. And I haven't, I didn't put a ton in, but the Gen Zeros are pretty reasonably priced. When you look at, okay, you come to the tavern, you can get Gen Zeros here. Okay, it's coming. Okay, you got to sort by price, ascending. That's $71.
It's about $1.50 now.
All right, yeah, it's $1.50 now. Gosh, dang.
So yeah, it's a little over $100 for a Gen Zero.
Right.
And in this game, from what they said, like, I think they said only Gen Zeros are going to be able to summon, and it's not going to be like a 3-day thing. Like, there's a 24-hour cooldown where they can't do anything, and then possibly a summoning cooldown after that. But like, there's a choice there.
Okay.
You can't quest your hero to go earn resources and summon at the same time. You got to summon, deal with the cooldown, and then go quest. So that should help cool it down. Plus, I don't think there's as many heroes. I want to say it's like 2183 Gen Zeros, and that's all there will ever be for Gen Zeros.
Yeah.
And then they're also talking about some cool other stuff that I probably shouldn't talk about, but screw it. I'm trying to push it so that we can do something cool with them, is do like collaboration cards.
Oh.
Right. They have the ability to make it so that, like, potentially, right, they could potentially make it so that there's a card that you can't breed with it, right? You can't summon, but it's a special card, and like, unless you have a DFK hero, you can't get that card. And it's like a one-off special commemoration with DFK or collaboration type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like to see him get way deeper than that and like integrate tokens in a cross-balanced economy. Like, that would be amazing. There's going to be some work there. But I mean, they also have different skill sets, and they're building very similar games. So who knows? I mean, maybe .com bubble hits, and they've already been working together. We've been helping them collaborate together, and the best of both teams form Super Voltron and take DFK to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking at these prices right here.
Who knows?
Sarge, so right here, there's a Brilliant. Brilliant is like rare. You got Smart is common, so you get common Gen Zeros in this. And then you've got the uncommon is blue at the bottom, and it's intelligent. Then rare is Brilliant.
Yep, that's purple.
That's like a rare, and it's purple at the bottom. Then, then yellow is Genius. If it's yellow at the bottom, it means genius. Which
there aren't very many on the market at all.
Yeah, and then Savant is like Mythic. Yeah, Savant. Okay, here we go. So that Brilliant is a pretty good buy. Then the floor Genius, which is legendary.
Holy crap.
Okay, and that's a big jump compared to the Brilliant floor. The Brilliant floor is probably a good buy. And then Savant,
Savant, it's like 1,000.
Yeah, it's like way up.
I think there were 3 last time I checked, and it was like 999 was the lowest one.
Dang. So
yeah, bro, those 2 red cards you got are worth like $1,500 each minimum.
Really? See, I just got lucky. I hit Smart and then Smart, and I was like, damn it. And then Savant, boom. And then my very next one, Savant again. And then I got an Intelligent, which is like uncommon, and another Smart.
And see, that's the thing. There's a lot of people out there like you that heard about this, because there's not a whole lot there in there testing it with me right now that are like actively paying attention.
Yeah.
So once this goes live and we start getting the word trickling out there, all those people like you who are sitting on 5 or 10 Gen Zeros are going to come back, and it seems like it's pretty well spread out. Like I haven't dug into the blockchain side of it, but from what I've heard, like there aren't that many like super huge whales. Like a whole bunch of people have a few.
Well, there can't, because look. So if you look to the right-hand side of the screen, the market cap is $500,000, and that went down to like $200,000 or something crazy low. Or maybe not 200, but it was down around 300,000 for sure. Just I'm talking in the last day or two, it's up 30-something% today.
Well, yeah, that's because the token price went up by 35% today. So if the token price goes up, all those ones that are on the market, they all go up in value. So everything value goes up. That's the beauty of being on a project on a layer 2 or layer 1. It's like doubling down in blackjack. When the base layer moves, everything on top of it moves.
And so, yeah, so all the Gen Zeros are minted and released. It minted real fast. It minted so fast that every time I tried to jump in and get one, it was like gone, because you got to like buy and then confirm. And by the time I hit confirm, nope, not available anymore. And so I just kept doing that over and over again. This was a couple weeks ago. And the initial price, you have to pay an initial fee just to enter into the tavern. And that was the biggest fee. That was like $260 or something. Then once you're in the tavern, and all those tokens were burned out of existence, by the way. So they burned 100% of those tavern entrance fees.
Right.
Was my understanding.
That's awesome.
Which was like millions of dollars at the time worth. Okay. They burned him out of existence. Then to buy the Gen Zeros just took ETH. And at the time it was $36 worth of ETH. Once you pay that tavern fee, $36 worth of ETH. Right. So I was just trying to buy as many as I could. Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like me and DFK's opening.
Oh, is it?
I was actually sitting there. No, well, so when DFK launched their initial heroes, initial Gen Zeros, I was at work, sitting in I was on a military base in a tent in Hawaii on my laptop, connected to my phone, trying to do the exact same thing with the Gen Zeros with DFK, except it was, instead of a hero coming up and you grabbing it, it was you just bought the eggs, and they were incrementing as quickly as people bought them. We only had up to 2,000 or something like that. So you just had to get them as quickly as possible. Same mass click spree.
Yeah. So it's so interesting. Well, that's
Arbitrum is just a layer 2 on top of ETH. It's one of the newest. It's based on roll-up technology. So the intention is they, much like Polygon and all the other layer 2s on Ethereum, the whole point is to scale Ethereum. You can only have 10,000 or not even, it's only 150. It's some stupid low amount of transmissions per second on Ethereum. So they built a layer 2 on that. You do your stuff on layer 2, it wraps all of that up into one neat little data package and condenses it to drop it on layer 1 for the security layer. That's what layer 2s are designed to do. Arbitrum is just one flavor. It's literally just like adding Klaytn to your MetaMask, It uses Ethereum as its gas. You just bridge a little bit of Ethereum over to it, and you roll on. It's just like all the other chains.
And you can bridge it right from Synapse. You can do it right from DeFi Kingdoms. That's where I just sent in some Ethereum in there. Okay. And they've got some pretty juicy APRs. Interesting.
Yeah. Last I looked, they were still in the 3,000s, most of them.
Mm-hmm. So,
which usually you want to cut that in two. I don't actually do the math, but I know typically on dexes, usually that's high. Like you divide it by 2 for the actual number, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. But they introduced a couple that don't have the CRX token, and those are of course lower. But you can do wrapped Ethereum with USDC or wrapped Ethereum with the ARB token, which I'm not sure what to think about ARB right now with all the FUD going on against them. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay. So, yeah, Christian Peter just announced, is it official, Brown Gent? So June 8th and 9th, they're going to LA. They're having a little.
Yeah, nice. I saw Christian text or tweeting about that, asking who was going to be there. Sounds like they're going to be there too.
Yeah. So, okay. And I wasn't just sharing my screen on those APRs. My bad. So, okay. So, but that's interesting. So Ogre is now officially a part of the team with Mind Games. Wow. My mind is blown.
Yeah, baby.
Who is a part of the team? You've got guys like Bartertown, who's bullish on it, talking about it a little bit. Okay. So interesting. Congrats, Ogre. Let's go, baby.
Well, congrats to all of us. Now we have so if this game interests you, you now have a tutor, y'all. Like my DFK fan, I'm not gonna let you fall on your face. You come over and play this game, obviously. So I've been playing it for several days straight. I know how to play it. If you do decide to come check it out and play it, by all means, hit me up.
Are you getting paid in the CRX token, or how are they doing that?
I got some CRX and some fiat. The CRX, I honestly just put right back into the game.
Okay, you're just gonna leave it in the game. Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. GMX.
If I believe it, it would be there, right?
Yeah. So that's wait, Dreamer's gonna be there? I didn't. I just skimmed the tweet for half of a second. Okay. Yeah, you can. GMX is one of the pools here. So you've got
the pool I made it, the DMX CRX pool.
Mm-hmm. That's it, 33,164%. But again, also a lot of that is locked. So it's still a lot of it goes to lock. So there'll be a mining type quest, I'm guessing, that will eventually be opened up where you can start unlocking these. Is that right?
I don't know how much of that has been released, but that's my understanding. Honestly, this game to some extent is DFK 2.0 fixing some stuff that they perceived as broken in DFK and creating a whole new mess of problems in the process, right? Because nothing's perfect.
Sure.
So I'm not saying they're better than DFK by any stretch. Not going to happen. Hell, I just found them. How could I possibly say that? But it's for those that are interested in DFK and don't want to jump into DFK Discord every day going, when an update, they can come over here, play a video game, and then go check back in DFK once a week. And the AMA is like, oh, okay, it's another week. Cool. I'm busy anyways, having fun, waiting for it to come out. And then when the update pops out on DFK and we have PvP there, everybody's jumping back over there and going to hammer that out and play that. We just have a mess of games that we're all playing together as a big gaming community. We really need to just form a gaming guild is what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So what is 3XP? So I guess
they're talking about the conference out in LA. It was like NFT LA last year, but it did not go well, and they rebranded it and they got other people involved.
Okay, 3XP. 3XP is a GameFi conference in LA. Ooh, you got.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that on the AMA. They actually talked about it. It's the one that was supposed to be during the other traditional gaming conference that got canceled. So they spun this up at the same time to capitalize on the fact that a lot of the gaming people are already coming to town anyways, and they don't have the conference to go to. So hey, come to our gaming conference and we'll teach you about Web3.
Yeah, and so maybe the next Crypto Gym TV show will be out by then. Ooh, talk about
even if it isn't. even if it isn't, they need to be talking about it there.
Yeah.
They definitely need to be there.
Yes.
And thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So Jet is coming back on the channel this weekend, baby.
Nice.
Jet coming back on. He did an awesome spaces today with ChainID Regens, Regens or whatever. Shiny G, D, and Altfather. They're coming on this weekend as well. And that'll be like a fiasco when ChainID comes on this channel with me, with yours truly. And Altfather is going to have his hands full on keeping us like, simmer down, boys. Simmer down. Because he's just wild. He's one of a kind, and he gets me wild too. It's just hilarious. So I think all of that's coming this weekend. So be sure, if you get time, you can listen to that Spaces they did today. You'll get just a taste of ChainID. It's hilarious. He's absolutely one of a kind. And Jet, Alpha being dropped like crazy for the weight token. Super bullish on DeFi Kingdoms, hopefully, possibly being on this TV show. There's a top 16 and then a top 4. I think there's a chance they could even win the show. Ooh, I'm just feeling the vibes. I'm feeling it.
They've got the creds. They've done a lot more than Axies. Like, what other game could really compete with them aside from Axie? Gods Unchained,
right?
And Illuvium. Ooh, it's AAA. That's not coming.
It's like Illuvium. They don't have anything yet, right? Illuvium's, you just got the token and that's it, right?
Even if you go on DApp Radar, like the measurement of all game statistics, we're right there. Last time I checked, we were like a fourth of the 3 different categories. We were like fourth place, and like 12th place or something like that.
Yes.
It'll come. All in good time.
2-day tickets start at $300. Interesting. So he's not buying VIP. I need those street walking prices for VIP sticks.
What you need to do, Grady, is you need to set up a media company. Do you have an LLC already? Because then you just go to these things as a freaking journalist and you get in for free. Member of the media. See,
that's where Kong, I just need help. Because my head's spinning. I hit a brick wall a couple of days.
Talk hype. It's how he lives. Why do you think he walks around wearing a fur coat and carrying a camera so he can get in places for free?
Right. That's a good point.
To get all the video shots. Dude. Now, granted, some place will charge you extra because you're like, they know you're there to make money. But most places, a lot of them are like, oh, you want to capture content? And hell yeah, come on in.
Good point. Yeah, so I'm trying to grow the channel. I've been actively just making connections. A lot of what I'm doing throughout the day is connecting with influencers on their Twitter spaces or on their YouTube channel, trying to connect with them and in a real, genuine, authentic way and actually try to add value to them if I can, any way possible, and just make connections. And it's been fun. It's been awesome. Man, Dragon's Crossing had a great town hall today. They announced the whitelist, the value of having a whitelist spot, $150.
Wow.
Discount off the public mint.
Holy shnikes.
Yes. So, and I've got the Dragon, so does, I think, Brown Gent and Doug Hype. We all have the gameplay demo that we're going to be doing. They just don't want us to do it live. So I've been working on, we're going to be doing some video editing, with Crypto Kong. That's a big part of why it's like, okay, we got to figure out this video editing aspect here and spit out some gameplay videos of the game, which I think is actually going to be addicting, very addicting. It's just going to be rock solid. Dragon's Crossing has got me stoked. You got me a little bit more pumped up here about mind games. My mind is blown bullish by Kingdoms.
How do I get a whitelist for Dragon's Crossing? I definitely need one. Ooh. I have not been paying enough attention to them, and admittedly, I feel like a douchebag because they're like from our community.
There's still tons to be given out. We'll figure that one out. We'll figure it out. I've got to be careful, but we'll make it happen, Ogre. We'll get you. We'll figure that out, baby.
I'm not asking you to give me one, Grady. That'd put you in jeopardy with like giving stuff away and being all squirrely. I'm sure we can connect. Somebody could be like, you know what? I'm on the team. Here you go. or like maybe I just need to freaking get my ass in there and participate more. Can't promise that I will. I don't want to miss out on it, but if that's the answer, that's the answer. I'm not special.
So yeah, there's a lot more whitelist spots coming, and we'll figure that out because I still get tons of requests all the time for whitelist spots, and I can only imagine probably after today. So
right after I ask you on screen, you're like, we could probably do something. You're freaking. I'm sorry, Grady. That was ignorant of me. I should not have asked you that on screen.
Hey, that's the question. That's the whole point.
You're gonna be like, hell no, Ogre, you can't have one. And then of course you're like, yes. So now everybody's like, Grady gets me whitelist.
Oh man.
Sorry.
I know. Okay, so here it is. Let me share my screen. So the whitelist spots here for Dragon's Crossing, baby. Yeah, this is the regular mint. You can get a regular Genesis hero for 300 USD. It'll be in a form of a stable coin. They're not, they still haven't announced the blockchain, but they said they're going to be announcing that next week. We'll see. And they're testing the game on all the blockchains they're looking at. So it's interesting, even on my end. So I get to see one of the chains they've been looking at, okay, which we've already talked about. They've been looking at Avalanche. They've been looking at the DFK chain. Okay, they've been looking at Arbitrum. They've been looking at Polygon. I don't know, but besides those four, those are the only ones I know that I know.
Like that's pretty much all the good ones listed. Going to like ZK's new, or near possibly. Like where else are you gonna go? Those are the winners right there. Hell yeah!
I think they said, didn't they say they needed to be EVM compatible?
No, that would be Aurora.
He said that on my screen when we were talking about Cosmos. Got to be EVM compatible. Okay. Yeah. So the mint gives you a 50% increased chance for both a mythic and a legendary, and you get to pick which hero it is. You pay $100 extra for that. Here's the whitelist. Is it $150? So you're saving right there $150. It cuts the regular mint in half. Then it's also $150 off the boosted mint. So, baby, I'm going to be buying some of these guys up.
Is there a max?
See, one of the questions I have today, I'm pretty sure. So there's only 300.
Right.
There's only 300 of these that will be sold at the whitelist mint.
Yeah.
So 300 total at these prices. And I think you can use multiple whitelist spots, but you may not have time. I think it's just going to go like a blink of an eye. These are going to be gone.
It sounds like it, especially those 300.
Yeah.
Beaver said he's getting to roll crafting. Did they implement it already? Is there somewhere you go to do it, Beef? What you talking about?
Oh, what are we? Okay, drop some alpha. Dax, congrats to Dags, by the way, who won a whitelist spot today.
Jumps up rank above Mosh with questions.
Okay. Max of 1 whitelist redeemed per wallet. There it is. There's the answer. Thanks, Brown Gent. Thank you for that.
I like it.
I thought that was the case, but then I thought maybe I heard otherwise.
Right? They're approaching it. Like typically, there's two ways to approach it. Either you oversubscribe it by giving away way more late lists than you have ability for, expecting that if you have 300 spots, you give out 1,000 and at least 300 show up, and then you've got 200 that show up and are all upset that they missed it, so they're FOMOing in at the beginning of it. Or you do it the other way and you have like a limit, like up to 10. And maybe you don't oversubscribe it. You have a similar situation where everybody didn't get exactly what they wanted, and then they're all freaking out on day one of public mint, and there's a big FOMO, and good stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they're definitely doing it the right way there, and you better hurry up because you don't want to miss out on those 300.
I know.
That's a lot of $150. I mean, that's huge.
Right, and so, and from my understanding, what would you do? Would you go regular or boosted? Pay the extra $100 either way.
Definitely.
I'm going to be debating, right? It's quality versus quantity here. I think I want some quantity because the game, you're incentivized to have lots of heroes. Okay, in this game, because if you really want to play it a lot, you got to own a bunch of heroes. Because otherwise, it's like 15 minutes per day per hero. I'm guessing estimated. And so if you want to be competing, so they mentioned today, they talked about a season-long contest And one of my questions, are they going to have within season, are they going to have other contests as well? I'm not sure, but that's the aspect of this game that will be a bit like the leaderboard contest that we had going when DeFi Kingdoms was doing that, which was my most fun part of DeFi Kingdoms at the time. Then on top of that, you're playing a game. You're going to want lots of heroes to compete for these contests, I think. Right. So that sounds interesting. And game,
plus, if you want to breed, it takes 2 to breed. So if you want to be able to breed more than 1, you got to have at least 4.
Well, this does take 2 to breed. Here's the unique thing. So you have your Genesis heroes, and they, while questing and battling and killing monsters in the game, you can potentially get a shard. And then the shard hatches like an egg. Anybody can hatch a shard.
But you have to stack those. You have to stack those shards, don't you? You have to get a bunch of them. It's not just one shard. I thought you had to get a bunch of them.
Just one shard.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's one way you can buy a shard and get your own hero that way. And compete. And that's called a Rift hero. The Rift heroes cannot find shards. So that's the difference between a Genesis hero and a Rift hero. Rift heroes aren't going to multiply, whereas
that's actually really smart. It allows them to control the flow of heroes a lot better, because like if all of a sudden there's tons of floor heroes, the prices are dropping, they just reduce the frequency of shards popping, or vice versa. If they're mooning and where they're having trouble finding new people to join because it costs $1,000 to buy a hero, then okay, well, a little more lenient with the shard drops so we can get more people in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. And so my guess is these Rift heroes, these Genesis heroes are going to go fast.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Like 2,500. That's right in the magic number. That's where a lot of these games, like DeFi Kingdoms, it's 2,500 now, right? Like
right.
This one was like 2813 or something like that, or 2318, some weird number that starts with a 2. It's 2,500.
It's around 2,800, and yep, you got it. Some are being kept for promotional purposes. I think not a ton. Okay, and so let's wrap up DeFi Kingdoms. I'm so stoked. I'm so pumped. Real quick, I don't know if we've had this talk yet. What do you think? Do you think a common 1-star pet will be worth owning in this game, in DeFi Kingdoms, baby? What do you think?
I think it will be hard to tell. I don't know. I think it maybe eventually, like if you have a high enough level hero, it might be worth it. But if you don't have a high enough level hero, it might not be worth it. Like I remember when we were first talking about it, Frisky, and it may have just been the Frisky answer, be like, you know what, some might be worth something, some might be worth nothing. I don't know, because I can't tell you, because that'd be a security, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But he did make a comment that, like, it might, like, they might not be worth having the shitty of the shitty ones. They might not be that great.
Yeah.
Just like with common heroes, like, he kind of said that too. Like, there's going to be, like, some heroes out there where RNG, you pick some losers. It just happens. That's part of life.
Owning a common hero in the game is definitely worth it, right? So because you can send them questing, it's as far as profitability wise, it's worth owning a common hero
today. Now, early on in the game, right? But 2 years, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, when we've got a mass adoption and there's 2 million people playing, well, you know what? Yeah, they'll probably still be worth something then also.
Yeah,
never mind.
Then they'll be worth $100 again.
Right?
They'd be worth $500 possibly. We had that many people in the game, so that's where I kind of think a common 1-star pet will be somewhat similar to a common basic hero with all basic abilities. You know, I just think they'll still be worth owning. But that's a big question, like how worth it will those common 1-star pets be? That's going to be a big driver for the economy of the game. This has been the update that I've been most excited, even more for me personally. And I know this isn't most people, but for me personally, this update with pet utility is the most exciting update ever for me. Even more.
You don't even care about the pets. You're just hoping that those tiers skyrocket so you can take that shadow account you got and dump it and make your money.
It's going to be bullish. No shadow accounts here, by the way. I love it. I mean, my kids have accounts. Elisha Zane and
I'm just messing with you, bro. Dude,
I
you're
love it.
you're.
I know.
Love you, brother. No
I
worries.
love it. So, yeah, I definitely do need to be taking some profits here soon. I mean, that is part of it. I got to
It's
start
important.
cashing a little bit of money out of this thing.
But
But
doing it now, being down in the market, it's the wrong time because we're screwing ourselves cashing out now. But I feel
right.
you. Like I have to do it constantly. I just had to do it. Was that yesterday or earlier today? Like put my 2 weeks or my stuff out and do payroll and do all that crap.
Here's the thing with burning. I couldn't believe it. Starting tomorrow, we're gonna get a 10x increase of egg drops for 3 days. Okay.
For Easter.
So eggs are already so way down. I don't know if it's ever going to be worth burning the 2 pets for an egg because eggs aren't worth anything. It's the tiers that are worth everything in the hatching. So which is all the more reason why Boon is the move 100% if you're hatching eggs. So I don't think it's ever going to be worth burning the pets unless eggs become valuable again. Like they used to be. It used to make sense. And I burned a ton of common pets to get eggs. That's when eggs were worth whatever, $5 at the time, it was better to burn the 2 pets and get the egg.
Right.
And that was when tiers weren't worth much back then. Now it's flipped.
Now everything shifted. I mean, that's the way. See, and that's what I know. Everybody, we're down in the bottom of a bear market. All the numbers are down. They're all red. You might be looking good if you got some Bitcoin or bought some at the bottom or DCA'd in or something like that. But in reality, this too shall pass, right? We're going to come to another bull market. Things are going to change. Hang on, hold out, and just keep building, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're building something in DeFi Kingdoms or you're using the time where you're bored in DeFi Kingdoms to build something over in Dragon's Crossing or coming over to Mind Games or dozens of other games that are out there that you might find that I don't even know about. Build something more than just one place. Don't always put it in one basket, right?
Yeah.
Never spend more than you can afford to lose, and just go check some games out.
That's
I would strongly advise it. I mean, heck, I'm in several different games right now.
UnDead blocks are going to be coming back. We're getting Gene. Is it Gene, the CEO? We're getting him on. Okay.
Right.
Good stuff going. They got all these partnerships they're doing. Lots going on with UnDead blocks.
UnDead blocks is hot.
So
if you like it for person shooters, I would check that one out.
Yes, that's the way to go. Yeah.
Plus
so Peter, yes, that's what we're talking about.
Like, let's say you got some of your Genesis packs there, or like their weapons cards. You can rent those out. You just put them up on a website. People use them. They go, and it's all driven by the game. They go rent your card. They use your card, and you get a percentage of whatever they get from your card, just because you put it up there to rent while it sits there and accrues value as the game grows and gets more notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely look at the Genesis ones, not the Apocalypse ones. Just a tip.
I love it. Okay. So, yes. So, Peter, that's what we're talking about. So, today, big updates happening right now as we speak. They're re-rolling the stats unknown genes. We're going to have crafting genes now in all these heroes. And I'm guessing they're going to show up on the back of the cards when all that goes live, because right now we can't summon. Where's that at? Okay. I always come to the portal. Okay. I don't think we can. Yep. So we still can't summon. Okay. Once this update gets done and squared away, then it's full focus on pet utility, baby, and profession 10 level questing. And they talked about it today in the AMA, like it's right around the corner. So I'm so pumped. Okay. Masha's, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Mythic pets are the way to go. Here's what I want to do, Ogre. I've got some hot topic. I want to do what Sergeant Filthy McNasty's been doing. He's doing these debates. I want to do a debate. I want to do some debates too. I want to get Boxside Chats did a phenomenal video again. I don't know, something.
That's what happened tonight, Sergeant Filthy? Is that what we're doing after this? He asked me if I want to come on a stream at 8:30 tonight. That's all I asked. I was like, sure, why not?
Oh, tonight. I know Friday night is when that's coming. And I think I'm going to be on that one again with Sarge. Okay.
All right.
But maybe there's something tonight. I've got the kiddos tonight. I need to go pick them up right now. Need to run. But yes, so much happening for DeFi Kingdoms. I'm so bullish.
Yes.
I keep stacking that jewel in the jeweler. So I'm waiting. I want to be ready for these power-ups. There's going to be pet feeding power-ups. I think there'll be other pet requesting power-ups of some kind. I'm bullish on pets. So me personally, I think they're going to make it to where the common 1-star pets are going to be profitable enough to make it worth owning. That's the big question, though. Could be wrong. I'm pumped. I want to debate this out. I want to debate some other things, too. Boxside chats, they hit all the points, man. They hit it so hard. Franz is so good. And then you got Guy Kid and Matty Pesk. They always put out really good videos. Brown Gents always consistent. They're on Tuesday nights. Brown Gents on Wednesday nights, putting out some quality stuff. Pumped for
really need to get a calendar up.
I know. Really so that's what Crypto Kong's keeping up with my calendar. Baby, we got Sticks Intern. I think he's going to start going maybe sometime on Wednesdays. I love it. There he is. Nice. Speak of the devil right there. Okay.
What's tomorrow?
What is tomorrow? Okay. The back of the cards have already been updated to move up the stats. Oh, I did notice. Check this out. So I noticed here. I thought I noticed that. See, the stats are bumped up towards the top. There's room right here. See that room?
That is a very valid point. I see it. I see it clear as day.
Oh, nice.
On both of the first two, so they'll show you, and actually all of them.
Are they all bumped?
If you look at recessive genes.
Oh, we got space. Guys, boys and girls, we got some space on these cards.
It is on the actual genes.
Yeah, you know what?
There.
Yeah, so interesting, man. I'm so pumped for this update. Yeah, good call. So you can tell it's different because it says gathering profession. What?
That's weird. Where you see gathering profession? Where it used to say profession.
Where you use?
Oh, right there.
Oh, gathering professions.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's different.
As opposed to crafting profession.
Oh, baby. So this will say crafting professions. Ooh.
Guessing.
Bullish. So I am so bullish on Jewel and this game. Baby. Let's go. DeFi Kingdoms. So Jet coming on the channel this weekend. He got socked in the face. He's like a jiu-jitsu guy. Got ChainID, Regions, and Alt Father coming on this weekend, I believe.
I'll be on Filthy McNasty in about an hour and a half, and then I'll be on doing Crystal Kraken with the Mythic Squad tomorrow night. Holy snakies, I got to get back in there. Oh, I'm sorry, Mythic Squad. I totally dropped that ball. We'll get back in there, get that fixed ASAP.
Yeah, is there a giveaway? Is Mythic Squad tonight? That's Mythic. Today's Thursday. Hello?
Today is Thursday. Yeah, we're doing the Crystal Kraken like we did last Friday. We're doing that again this Friday.
You're going to do a summoning one again tonight.
Okay, we're going to do a summoning one tomorrow night too, unless you're getting them confused.
Ooh. Okay, Mythic Squad's live tonight as per usual. It's like I don't even keep my day. I know it's Thursday, but then it like dawned on me, oh, it's Thursday. Like Mythic Squad's going tonight.
Yeah.
People. That's why I got to have Kong in my life to keep me straight, baby. Okay, let's go. Bullish.
Yeah.
I love it, Ogre. Congrats. Ogre is officially a part of the Mind Games team. Congrats on that. We're going to talk more Mind Games. I'm going to get their team on, but Ogre's here. We'll get Ogre on with them, I guess. I've already chatted with him extensively. We just haven't found a time. He's busy, whoever it is that I'm talking to on Mind Games.
Too easy.
Crystal Kraken tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Baby, that's 8:30 Central.
Yeah, baby.
I love it. And how fast did that sheet fill up again? Did it fill up just like that?
I'm pretty sure it's filled up. That's what I was just apologizing for, because I've been playing this daggone video game all week, and I've had my head up my arse. So I need to jump back in there. I'm pretty sure it's full. I just need to double check on it. Seal that thing up, put a bow on it, and prep it for tomorrow, baby.
I love it. I love it. Okay, guys. Ogre and Crypto, Grady out. I love you guys. Bullish on everything. Bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. Bullish on Dragons Crossing. And now I'm starting to get a little tiny bit more bullish, even more bullish on Mind Games. Interesting, baby. Let's go.
On life.
Yes.